never miss it. And I'm stopping this. Ice bag. Niggas really me.
Okay. Okay, this way, look this way, bro. Got some questions for you. So, what have you been doing with your time?
Man, I've been working, been putting in a lot of work, just trying to, respect the art. Because if we do that, we say forever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing for sure, people are always gonna know when shit is real and when shit is not. So I've been trying to perfect my art, and it's been going great, man, and just taking care of myself, really.
Yeah? So, okay. What do you want people to know about this new album of yours?
This is religion.
That's it? That's the statement?
That's the title.
Feels like a statement also.
Yeah,
Feels like maybe a mantra you can live by.
yeah,
You know? Are you anxious about the release though?
I am. I've been. It's been a crazy experience.
Anxious because it's maybe one of your first project where maybe it had so many people outside of the normal working structure you had before.
Yeah, and also it wasn't easy to pull off because of that. But getting all those energies together and coming up with a body of work felt great. It's a great feeling. But this is religion. It's I'm a religious person, you know.
Is that how you describe the experience also?
I'm starting off with the description. I grew up in a religious family, Christian, and so we were taught a certain way of living, you know. But now I've grown up and I'm learning new ways of living. You know, it's like this new rules now in this age that I am, and it just feels. I feel like I should share that with the people, um, and give them my way of living. Of course, we have to honor um, the the Most High, but this is this is how we're living now. This is the world today, and also being inspired by many sounds growing up. That shit brought me into. I mean, it turned me into this person that I am, this producer that I am. So
Yeah.
listening to reggae, genre, house, R&B, whatever it was, it just turned me into this beast. So
All that stuff influenced the person you're seeing today?
yeah. So I was trying so much to put all of those things, all of those experiences, all of those sounds into one project.
Okay. Maybe a more personal question around your project, but maybe around your life too. Making this album, what were the highs and lows? The highs and lows on the journey of this album, you know? Because I was around you, I guess, when we did the previous projects, you know. This one, I feel like maybe I came in more at the finish line, so I didn't really see you go through the ups and downs, you know. So maybe you can share those too.
Well, I started working on the project in 2020. The first song, Optimistic, I started working on it in 2020. So from then until now, I'm getting to. It's like that was the whole process of this album, and during that time, there's a lot of things that happened personally in my life where it's like, you know, I lost my mom,
Mm.
I lost friends, um, I lost some of the people I love, and this was it was the push that I needed. It's almost like the push that I needed to finish this album because we all need something. We all need a stimulus, you know, and so just personally going through all of those things um, came this album.
Okay. So around the idea of an album, um, maybe you can sort of break down what it's like. The pressure of the next one, the next album, not the next song, the next big song, but like just that thing of damn, I have to make another album. What's that pressure like? Maybe it's self pressure that you put on yourself,
Mm.
external pressure, the fans. I don't know. I don't know how you take on the pressure like that when it's time for you to work on new material.
I feel like pressure makes diamonds. I mean, that's a fact. It's not even what I feel, it's a fact. Um, I always been the type of artist to deal with what I'm feeling like in the studio. So if my next album, it's like about turning up, if I feel like turning up, if I feel like um, relaxing, if I feel like making people dance, I'm gonna do that. So the pressure will always be there, but also as an artist, I always wanna um, give the people what I feel, and that itself alone, it releases the pressure from the people, what they gonna say and stuff, the
Mhm.
numbers and how the previous stuff did. I just always go with the feeling.
Okay. Um.
That's my name.
um. Especially around this album, I feel like um we got more of you as a solo act. You know, it feels like it's Mash as a solo artist for real now. But what's the success been like for you around? There was Never Ride and that doing well.
Yeah,
You know.
man. Honestly, it's like we dropped so many projects and so many songs, and we never really got a deal. We never got a billboard. We couldn't. I couldn't host a show alone before this. So it's like all of these things happening after one song. Crazy, man.
Crazy
Crazy.
journey, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's even other things that just to get deals, being able to move around as a producer and still have my fans connected to me in the way they are right now. It's such a great feeling. And I can say I'm ready to drop right now, but more so I'm ready to drop the next one, you know?
I'm with you, bro. Um. Do you have people around you that understand sort of what's happening in your world?
Yeah. I have my brewery right there.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Power Clinic. You understand?
That's the guy with the scams. So we always uh we always kind of like brainstorm
Yeah.
almost like every day.
Someone you can rely on
Yeah, so
in real time.
so when we get up, we stay together. So when we get up, it's always on some. We always on some. Yo, what's next? What are we doing? And the the real part um about us, and like as you said, understanding is we actually do these things that we manifest. So yeah, man, it's very important to have people like that because ain't no vision without.
Mm-hmm. What's the my questions can be all over the place, but I feel like maybe if we like if you can paint a picture of what's the Mash Beats way,
Yeah.
like the Mash Beats formula. Like obviously you won't tell us how exact, but what's the Mash Beats way?
It's this thing right here. I think growing up and being exposed to the keyboard from church, like being able to see these keys, I always I always wanted to understand what's going on with this thing. My uncle used to play at church, so when I was 9, and he would take me with, and so just wanted to understand how this machine works, and so to all the producers out there, this is the real secret, like for Mesh, and also it's a gift from God. But me being able to play chords, I'm able to maneuver into different worlds, different genres. So yeah, secret is this guy right here. I'm not a pro, but this guy right here.
And do you think hip hop music is in a good place, bro? Do you think there's a place for it? There's a future for it in South Africa? Globally, yes, there is, but at home, we know the conversation.
Yeah, I think with better infrastructure, uh, more people coming out every year, hopefully every 6 months, new acts coming out, blowing up, and having the commercial space and having the underground space, and we balance those things and turn everything into a culture. I think we can make it 5, 10, 15 years. But if everyone is just doing their thing, it's just gonna be that.
And can you describe the signature feeling in your music?
Mm. Well, for the most part, it's the soul. You know, I grew up listening to soulful music. I don't remember one time where I was listening to, I don't know, garbage. It's always been soulful music. It's always been Thomas Chauke, Matsape Muta, like, bro, like you do all these South African greats, Lyra, so that kind of, molded me into this person. Whenever I create, I want people to feel it. With soul, you don't just hear it, you feel it.
Last question. Okay, two questions.
Yeah.
What are you going for on this album, and what sticks to you in your music? When do you know it's the right song?
When do I know it's the right song? It's the feeling I got in the studio. So whenever we made the song, it's the feeling. Also the drive, because some of the songs we didn't make in the studio together with the artists, but the initial feeling I got from the studio is like, okay, we need this song to be on the album because of that feeling. So we just had to channel the whole energy into like this, I don't know, this like body of religious energy where it's almost like only these type of sounds fit, you know. But I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, you did. In your you answered it though. The other one was
the first
what sticks to you in your music.
what sticks to me.
Yeah, when you listen to your own music, it's like, oh, what can you identify? It's like, oh, that sticks.
It's crazy. I don't even know how to. answer that because she.
Almost like outside looking in, you know what I mean? When, you know, you do you on the music, and then when it comes out, we react however we react. But it's more so, have you ever put yourself in that position where it's like, let me actually listen to myself. Let me see what, you know, what I'm actually up to.
You know, I hardly listen to my own music.
For real?
Yeah. Because I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to try and do better than, you know? I'm always listening to new music dropping. I love me some Drake. So I'm always just trying to put myself on to some new shit so that when you hear the next mesh beat, it's completely different. Because, you know, I feel like artists that listen to their own music end up being stuck.
But Tashi's about to die, but this question just came out of my mind now.
You can close the screen.
In the middle of the interview?
Nah, close the screen, then you watch from the viewfinder.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can save it.
Okay. This is the last question about this is the religion. Do you find yourself overthinking, bro? The music? And I guess it's a life question too.
Yeah, I don't overthink the music, but I overthink life. You know, I overthink like everyday life shit. But the music's like everything happens naturally. I know people that overthink music, and it's deep. So I feel like I just take it how it goes. Whatever feeling we going with, we go with that. But life in general, yeah.
Do you enjoy the music business?
The music business is trash. But
do you enjoy the art of putting out something?
The art, being here, being in the studio, being whatever, like writing camps, if we're just chilling, if we're just vibing together, even if we're not making music, artists exchanging ideas. I love that. But then now when it's time to talk about splits and all this shit, no man. I'm not the guy to talk about that.
Yeah.
As an artist, I'm emotional.
Yeah.
And emotions and business don't mix.
I get you. And I see, well, when you played the album for me the other day, you actually worked with a lot of new faces. You know. There's some regulars that we know. People that we've worked with before. But, you know, you put on people like K-Key, Flo, you know, some new niggas. Tyson, I think.
Yeah.
You know, some new faces.
Yeah.
What was that like, you know?
I always wanted to put on new kids. Every album that I dropped, someone new was put on. Every album. So that's always been, it's part of the culture. And it feels great to be in this position now.
I'm sorry about that.
So they won't be looking this way type shit.
Camera dive.
Yo.
So Mash, why did you put this album together?
Let's go.
Why did you put the album together, Dad? You love me. This is
for the fuck of it, dog. You know the answer. For the fuck of it.
just for vibes.
You know?
No, say less, dog.